Your video sold my trailer.
Oh, and then we'll send you a bill for the commission.
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Rick.
I'm Sharon.
And we are Cargo On.
Cargo Conversion Building Camp.
If you're new here, Chris has been a very big part of our channel. We met Chris in the Keys. We've done several videos. I believe his camper is the second tour we've ever done, and it's one of the most popular tours that we have on our channel. In this video, Chris is going to talk about him selling the camper and why he sold it.
You know what it was is that I was in some downtime. I dropped Patton, Alabama, stayed with my daughter for a couple of days. I headed down to Florida. I was sitting at her cousin's house out on the deck. It was a nice afternoon. Everybody's going, and I'm like, I wonder how much I could get for the trailer. It was before we went to the Keys. It was a real experience humping that thing, by the way, 13,000 miles pretty much all around the country, and into Yellowstone and out of Yellowstone and into the Badlands, nursing it along so that I would get at least 9.5 miles to the gallon as opposed to the 5.9 I got at one point. And I thought to myself, well, I wonder how much I can actually get for it. So I advertised it saying, I'm in Florida, this is what I'm doing, this is where I've been. It was a long, I'm long-winded. So the advert was as long, and I thought, as I was about to hit publish, I went, crap, I have the best sales video anybody could ever wish for. Really though, dead serious, because it's candid, it's being you, it's me being in the wind, and I'm like, my shirt is blowing out, and I look like I weigh 600 pounds, and I'm like laughing my ass off, and I'm like, I am putting this video. So I put it as a link on the bottom, and I publish it, and I send it off to Craigslist, because I'm selling it here on Long Island, right? I'm selling it in New York. So, and I tell everybody I'll be back in December, probably the first week. And I get a couple of random emails, some bloke that wants to tow behind his Wrangler. And I'm like, no, because no, I can do this. I said, I'm not selling you my camper. It'll destroy your six-cylinder. It'll just gut it because it's just not built for it. And another fella called me from Selden, and I knew exactly what he wanted. And the interest really was, I can live in this thing. That's what they're seeing. They're like, wait a minute, this is a house. This is a 14x8 house. It's got, a working shower. It's got a usable toilet. I go through a couple of iterations, and I talk to this guy in Selden. I talk to another couple up the island. And this one guy wants to bring it from Selden and live on construction sites. I got a text from a young lady who said, hey, I'm really interested. I've tried to build my own camper all the way through COVID. Very handy. She's a camera operator. She operates Steadicam. She's a design young girl, amazing, really very, very cool. She said, I've looked at the video over and over again. She goes, I've looked at Cargo On. Made me feel good. She goes, I can't find a better trailer anywhere. I said, well, I'm in Florida right now. She said, well, I'm coming down with my dad. Where are you going to be? She goes, I'm going to be in Boynton Beach. Now I've really done myself in because at this point, I'm thinking, I'm not going to sell it. I've done my bit. People love it. I know I can get it for it. I proved my concept. But at the same time thinking, I need to do something else. I need to build, we talked about that. Right. A lot of it is about you build something and then you go, okay, what can I do next? What can I do better? And I can't afford to do anything else because I got 14 grand or 12 grand, I think, total trailer. It's a lot of money. I'll tell you the story and I'll finish it up. So she comes out, I give her all the downside on the phone. We go back and forth, and her dad and her drive out in an old 89 Toyota Land Cruiser, but it's the 6-cylinder when they get there, and she owns a 2007 8-cylinder. And I'm like, you can't tow this thing back. She goes, oh, this thing's got unbelievable torque. I said, well, you're not going over 60. She goes, I would not even think about going over 60. So she looked at the trailer and we go through the whole thing. And I said to her dad, she's young, she's 24, 25. And, being a dad, I turned to the father and I said, so what do you think, Dad? When she goes, I said, what do you think? She goes, oh, I'm going to take it. And I said, no. I said, what do you think, Dad? He goes, this has nothing to do with me. He was great. He goes, she's worked for this money. That's her money. She knows. I said, but what do you think? He goes, it's a great trailer. I would not stop her from buying this. So I said, all right, then, what are you going to offer me? And you guys know me relatively well enough to know that. She goes, well, I'm going to offer you $13,995. I said, that's not how this works. And she goes, what do you mean? And do you see the dad take like a step and a half back? I felt like, it's like, oh, crap, this bastard's going to screw us now. I said, you have to come to a place when you're going to buy something with a price in mind. I said, with a number in your mind, it can't be the number I'm asking. And she said, well, what do you mean? I said, no, I have a number in my head that I know I want for this trailer. You should have come with a number in your head for what you were willing to pay for it. She goes, oh, it was $13,995. And I went, that doesn't work. I said, I'll give it to you for $13,500. So she's like, you're going to knock $500 off of it? Yeah, because $13,500 was always my number. And I know that sounds silly, but it gives you a little bit of room, especially if you get a creep or a cretin that comes in and goes, well, I'll give it. And I hate that bargaining part. But also, you guys know it adds credibility to what you've got that you're selling. Hey, I'll give you more for it. No, this is what I want, and this is what I think it's worth.
I think it was definitely worth that. It may have been more. I don't
think I probably could have gotten 15 for it in this market right now.
I think you could have gotten even more in reality if you wanted to hold out long enough.
Yeah, if you met this girl, you'd have said, whatever I can do for you.
That's good, huh?
Yeah, she was just absolutely charming. She was so nice. She'd struggled a lot in her life in early portions, and the direction I come from that side of the struggle.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I want to pass this on to someone that's going to enjoy it. And that's the other part was, by the way, I got one bloke that wants to live in it. I've got somebody else that wants to tow behind their Jeep to go hunting. And here I have this girl that has been trying for over a year and a half to put something together. She went out and bought a pop-up trailer and tried to convert it into a standard trailer. She pulled the body off. She went up to her father's farm in the Catskills. They welded, they ground. She goes, I just can't do it. She goes, I can't make what guys like Rick and I and other people on your program have made. She goes, it just doesn't work.
Well, not everyone can build stuff.
Yeah, and it felt good. Now, the interesting part is I received an email from a lady, Jennifer something, from New York City, and she said, you are a scam artist? She's like scathing, ripping me to pieces. And I'm like, what else? She goes, if you look at that video, it says, I'm not going to sell it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure in the video when you said, do you plan on selling it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
I knew you were selling it. I knew you had another build in you.
But that's it. But we had so much fun in it. I mean, Pat didn't want me to sell it. Everyone else was like, oh, Pat wanted you to sell it. No, she wanted me to keep it. What struck me was that you guys have got a lightweight camper and you got the van, which is really essential, by the way. I mean, that extra space makes all the difference. But that trailer was heavy to tow 13,000. It was 4,200 pounds, somewhere around there. Very light tongue weight, though, because of the dual X. If I were just to run it from here to New Mexico or here to California and just do a straight run, that's one thing.
Yep.
But to do the run that we did is really taxing on the vehicle, on your vehicle itself. It's taxing on everything, and because we were jumping every other day, we never stayed in a place in general up until we got to California. We didn't stay anywhere for more than a day and a half. I realized that trailer is great to run upstate, to come and see you guys in Jersey, to, go to the Catskills, maybe go down to North Carolina or South Carolina, but you do not want to haul something. Like I watched all these guys hauling these fifth wheels. You've seen them all.
Oh,
these massive trailers. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? I don't need a 75-inch TV in my trailer.
Okay, so the trailer is probably bittersweet, but I knew you had other plans in mind.
Yes.
Okay, did you roll this around in your head, selling it a lot, or was
No, not at all. I was bored. There's nothing worse than a bored Capricorn.
When's your birthday?
January 7th.
You're a Capricorn.
Yes, of course I am.
I'm January 4th.
Oh, right. You see, we are crazy bastards, aren't we?
We are.
Funny how our relationship has sort of moved along. As I walked by you, as you trolled everybody outside the bathroom.
I believe I was working on my laptop.
Oh, sure you were.
I was working on YouTube.
So we met Chris while we were camping in Big Pine Key Fishing Lodge. We kind of just made a connection, and we've been in touch since. We'll probably meet up and go camping together. But he's a great storyteller. I'm going to put in his trip that him and his wife took out west.
As we speak, I am putting together a video of Chris working on his build. So come back and check that out. Hopefully I'll have that up soon.
That's a wrap, everyone. You know what to do if you like this video.
You all come back now, you hear?